Monstrorum, my children! In 2013, we took a very brief look at the first volume of Kill All Monsters, a post-apocalyptic tale about giant robots fighting giant monsters. And we never followed up on that. Let's fix that, shall we? 9 years later, and you probably need a refresher, my children. In the 1950s, humanity accidentally created giant monsters, and over the years, the world has been devastated by them. Still, humanity endures as a partial military has constructed giant robots to combat them. 3 of their pilots, Spencer, Akemi, and Dressen, fight a group of monsters in the ruins of Paris, even using the Eiffel Tower to impale the last one. However, damage to Akemi's robot in particular is severe enough that it can't take off. Contacting HQ, they're told to hold up for a while and help will be coming. In particular, Archer. Archer is an artificial intelligence, a living giant robot with an almost childlike demeanor. Not everyone is so happy about Archer's existence, despite how helpful and friendly he is. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the man-sized monsters still in the ruins of Paris that attack the pilots when they seek shelter in the surrounding buildings. I guess they can't just wait in their giant robots because of insurance or something. Despite their reservations about Archer, they trust the general in charge, Rashad, who gave them all hope that Earth can survive the war with the giant monsters. The 3 were attacked by more monsters, but rescued by local survivors, people who have formed their own tribes since all the way back in 1959. They say the Beastmen appeared during the time of their parents, but no one knows where they came from originally. The tribe is now based out of an abandoned lab, which they entered a few weeks ago. But this lab is different, and couldn't have been abandoned for too long, given how advanced some of the technology is. After studying a hard drive from the lab, and dealing with some new giant monsters who want to claim Paris as their new territory, they discover the horrifying truth. Those who made the lab, the Pax Monstrorum, are not looking for a way to kill the monsters, but are creating more. From the plans they've led, the Pax plans to create a super monster, Jormungand, based on the creature from Norse mythology. The serpent that destroys the world, bigger than any other monster they've fought before. Based on the files, they have a lead on where the Pax is making the super monster. And while they still have their reservations about Archer, who expresses his horror over humanity making more monsters, they agree that they need all the help they can get in curtailing them. In the Black Forest of Germany, they find a location. A castle guarded by flying monsters. On said monsters project some kind of field that makes all the pilots nauseous and unable to fight. Fortunately, Archer is immune and is able to kill or drive off the beasts. Once again, robots to the rescue! They give an ultimatum to those inside to surrender in 3 minutes, but when they don't comply, they attempt to enter, and Akemi turns on them, using the missiles on her robot to blast Archer's head off. After fighting with her for a bit, she explains to Spencer that indeed she is one of the Pax. Humanity has screwed up and abused Earth for too long now, and the Earth fought back with the monsters. Now she works to ensure that humanity never reclaims the world. The Pax will find a place out of the way to exist while nature reclaims the Earth. She says that they wouldn't have even had to make new monsters if Rashad hadn't started killing the old ones. Believing the other pilots are dead or unable to continue fighting, she contacts her superiors to update them on the situation. They tell her to confirm they're dead and set the castle self-destruct so no one can claim what's inside. Fortunately, both Spencer and Dressen survive and quickly get to work on their escape, putting a homing beacon in her robot while they fly off back to base. At first, anyway. While Akemi leaves, they return and recover Archer's brain, stored not in his head, but his chest. They plug him into the Lionbot robot to give him new life, while more accurately, they take the head of that robot and stick it onto his body while they head after Akemi, who's flown to Switzerland. They have to move quickly though. Jormungand will be ready within an hour, and they plan to unleash it on Rashad's base as the first act. The other 2 soon arrive, but must deal with more monsters guarding the Pax Monstrorum. Spencer and Dressen head after Akemi as they realize how close the serpent is to being ready. Archer dispatched to deal with that little problem. Seeing the chemicals they're using to slowly wake it up, Archer is ordered to increase the flow. Sure, it wakes up sooner, but not healthily. The monster is released out to keep it from destroying the base, but that does not save it from destroying itself. Archer wants to kill Akemi for everything she's done, but but Spencer orders him not to, explaining that they need her alive. They apologize for the way they treated him, that they are his friends and colleagues in this, and Spencer gives some final words to Akemi as they take her in. Making more monsters is not the way to end the threat. Humanity may have made the monsters, but humanity will be the death of them too. Hopefully not all monsters though, my children, because you know me and wanting more of them. As far as I know, this is as far as Kilo Monsters has gotten. But hopefully in the next 10 years, we'll see more of them.